Emotional safety is establishing trust with another person and feeling safe enough to be open and vulnerable with them. In peer support groups, we want to create an emotionally safe space so that group participants can feel secure to show up as their most authentic selves and truly express themselves. There are many things that we can do to establish emotional safety, but it also needs to be continuously fostered and maintained. Setting the ground rules at the beginning of each support group establishes the safety for the group. It is important to restate these ground rules even if the same group of people meet consistently. It's equally important to lightly touch on the group agenda or what will happen in the session. Setting clear expectations help people feel prepared for the experience they're about to have. Establishing the confidential nature of what is shared in a group is also an essential ground rule for any support group. Clearly stating what is shared in this room stays in this room, and then asking the members to commit to this boundary is the beginning of establishing group safety. Remember, it is not okay to share other people's stories or details of their life that they might choose to reveal in the support group. One key benefit to peer support is that participants can feel safe to say things they normally would not want their wider community, family, or friends to know about. Participants can speak openly about what they're going through without the fear of it coming out. Respecting the physical, emotional, and spiritual boundaries of a member is also an important element of creating group safety. If a member of your group needs to take a breath, step away for a moment, or discontinue speaking because they are feeling triggered, that's okay. If they decide that they're not ready to share yet, that's okay too. Sometimes people have difficulty hearing the struggle, emotional pain, or seeing the tears of another without feeling the need to rescue them. This is often due to some unresolved issue or path of their own. If you notice a group member jumping into advice-giving mode, remind everyone that it is a violation of the ShareWell ground rules, and reframe the conversation to focus on validating the group members and sharing from their own individual experience. Thank you for joining this peer support session. Before we begin, I'd like to review our ground rules quickly. At ShareWell, we share 3 ground rules for each session. The first is to please stay compassionate and respectful. And this means both in our physical presence and in how we communicate. The second is to share our experience, not our advice, with a reminder that this is a peer support session, not group therapy. That means that we are here to listen to each other, support each other, and hopefully learn from each other, but never to give advice or to diagnose. The third and last ground rule is confidentiality. Please keep what you learn and hear in these sessions confidential, as we should never be sharing another member's story. Creating and maintaining emotional safety is an essential foundation for a support group that truly enables recovery and healing. Even with the best of intentions, group members may act in ways that undermine emotional safety. And as a facilitator, you must be constantly mindful and actively maintain the safety of the discussion space.